Diggerverted Man here. So, I got flagged for hate speech. Uh, this video, man, how old is that? Oh, okay, it's not that old. October 24th, 2020. Uh, so the original video that linked to this video that got flagged is here. Let me show you that so we can be on the same page here. Um, so I made a video called "I Hate This" and Faith Files Apologetics for Kids, and it was me reviewing this kids, quote unquote, kids program for apologetics, where they teach the kids all sorts of nonsense that has little to no bearing in reality, or it's not how you go about looking for evidence. It's not, coherent. It's weird puppets. It's just bad. And as a follow up to that video, I had a very short, stupid video that I had up, I guess I should say, because now it's been flagged for hate speech. And in this video, I mocked the people that had done Faith Files, and I saw their little dance that they had, and I thought it was them. I mean, they were doing things in the that I thought you could make fun of in a certain way. I mean, here's the gal, she's got her hand outstretched, and my mind went to, you know, Hitler and all that. And then they do this. They have a mustache, and then they look around with the pretend magnifying glass, and then they look down, and so I made up this song to go with what they were doing. And I guess out of context, if you didn't watch the first video where I hate the Faith Files Apologetics for Kid and me ranting about them, that this might, I guess, maybe appear to be negative. But I maintain that it's clearly a joke. It's obviously a joke. I'm singing about, Hitler, and I'm singing about looking for the Jews and what you gotta do, and I'm making fun of these people. I'm not actually celebrating Hitler or telling people to hurt Jewish people. It's that should be obvious. And then in later in the video, I have the puppet saying Satan and 666, and then that this puppet's gonna eat your soul or whatever at the very end. But it's hate speech ah, because okay. So what's this? Content glorifying or enticing violence against another person or group of people is not allowed on YouTube. Okay, well, it's not glorifying nor is it inciting violence against a person or group. It's a stupid song that's obviously making fun of that sort of stuff. I mean, it's obvious. How could anyone think that this was even a little serious? I can't play it because in this video we'll be taken down for hate speech, I guess. But I mean, if you listen to it, it's really silly song. I even have the lyrics, and everything. And I I think that you would have to be really, really, really in a weird headspace to think that this was serious. Um, but anyways, okay, so we don't allow content that encourages hatred of another person or group based on their membership of a protected group. Well, okay, I see. I understand these are their policies. I would word this differently if I was. I'd be like, forget about the whole membership in a protected group. Just we don't allow things like this, or something. I don't know. I just not sure exactly how I would put it. Actually, I wouldn't have this, to be honest. I wouldn't have this policy at all if it was me running the show. I don't think that there is hate speech. There's just speech that people don't like. I think that, okay, if you're going to have a policy that's against people saying hurt somebody, I understand that. Because that's illegal already, right? If you're going to say, somebody saying go do something to this group or that group, I understand. Illegal, again. Perfectly valid. Because that's already under the law, at least in America. So they could, yeah, if so hypothetically, if somebody actually said something like that and they meant it, they could, maybe YouTube could help the police in figuring out who the person was, and the authorities could investigate or whatever. But their thing is just to take it down, whatever it is, even if it's obvious parody or pure stupidity, silliness. I think that they're being careful, like overly careful. And I could understand if I had ads on my channel, or something like that, but I don't. I could understand if this video had a zillion views on it, maybe, but it doesn't. I don't know how many views it got because that's hidden now. We review educational, documentary, artistic, and scientific content on a case by case basis. Limited exceptions are made for content with sufficient and appropriate context where the purpose of posting is clear. So I've got I think it's 800. Yeah, it's 800 800 spaces in total to type out an appeal. So that includes the space, so like high space high, that's already, five right there because it counts the spaces. Uh, that's a very low amount to really explain everything I just explained here. Uh, I don't see it as hate speech. I don't, but then again, I don't see anything as hate speech. I don't think that that's a thing. I think that there's speech that people don't like. I do agree that we shouldn't want people to incite harm, violence, whatever against a person or a group. Period. Leave it at that. Whether they're a protected group or not is irrelevant. I don't even know what that means. Just that alone makes sense. It's already in the law in the United States and other places, I guess. So leave that for what it is. I don't think that this video breaks that. But I mean, if they do, what, what could I say other than it's a joke? Um, that's it. It's a joke. But this isn't the first time. They also had taken down ages ago a video where I talked about stupid pug that Count Dankula had saluting the thing. And in that video, I said that the pug is really the bad guy. They took that down, and I'm like, come on, really? Come on. So I just find it kind of petty, um, when it's this silly and over the top, and it's obviously silly. If it was serious, I could understand it, or and out of context, I guess maybe if I included this video in my original video, maybe this wouldn't have gotten flagged, I guess. I think also that this video was private mode, and so the only way to access it was on the original video if you clicked the follow up. So very few people do that, and so I think that, you know, you already have watched the first video, so you understand the second video, where I'm coming from and why I'm making fun of them, and I'm basically saying I am singing. They are singing. I'm doing the singing, but I'm like making fun of them, pretending that they're the ones doing this because their original content was so awful that I'm comparing them to Nazis and doing so in a over the top silly way. But so I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I'm gonna appeal it. I don't really know what I'm gonna say, other than everything I said. So it says, warning, my content was removed due to violation of YouTube guidelines because it's the first time your account isn't affected. You're only warned once, and this warning will remain on your channel. If it happens again, then I'll get a community guideline strike, and I won't be able to do things like upload posts or live streams for 1 week. So, you know, uh, I don't know what to think. I don't know. I get it. I get YouTube's position. They're a company. They want to make money. I'm not making money for them. I'm glad that I can do what I do. If I had enough viewers, maybe I could make money for them. But I'm not gonna make money for them. I'm not big enough to do that. So I, it's just like I'm a little guy. It's weird. I don't know. I want to try to see it from their point of view. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I think that this is when you have something that's obviously silly, you should be like, yeah, whatever. You know, if they're really, like, okay, let me download the video and edit it or something, because I don't even have this original video anymore. I don't think. Like, let me edit it, whatever, but and then re-upload it in its place, and it could have the same URL or something, maybe. Like, that would be a way to fix it that I'd be happy with. I don't know if they can do that, but I don't know. Well, it's just silly. I don't know. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? Well, complain about it, I guess. So that's what this was. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna say to that, other than you know something like this. I don't. Okay. Anyways, all right, I'm done. This video itself I'll just delete eventually. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. I'll let you guys know what happens with this. Stay tuned, walls.